Facebook, yeah, let's hit it. Let's go live.
Business page. What's your ring made out of?
It's green turquoise.
That's very nice.
Yeah, it's pretty. I got it by this Navajo lady that makes it herself when I went to that retreat in Arizona.
Did Pocahontas prove it to you? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh man, why do you let me do that with that on there?
You're good. There's no one watching anyway.
I'm not gonna get fired from every job I have in the future.
Alright guys, so we're here and we're just gonna wait till we get maybe 1 or 2 people. So you guys, today's gonna be a little bit more active. Therefore, grab some water. Okay, yeah, take your time. Take your time, do it right. Hi. Mark, good to see ya. Good to see you, Mark. Double Mark. Cool. Awesome. Hi, C. Gomez. So we're gonna get started in just about a minute or 2 here. Just bear with us. Today's gonna be a little bit more active. C. Gomez, if you're interested, we're gonna do a chair yoga session. We're gonna add a little bit of core strengthening in there as well. So if you're game, you came at a good time. All right. So everyone get settled in to your chair. We're gonna make it a little bit more active today. So grab some water. Make sure you stay hydrated. Cool. All right. Let's get it started. Let's see if YouTube's doing all right. Yep, YouTube is fine. Mark is here. Say hi to Mark.
What up, Mark?
So that's another thing. If we want to do some stuff catered to the people that are watching,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So I'm gonna try to keep that in mind. Maybe we could always add, if no one else comes in, like some neck strengthening, some shoulder strengthening.
Shoulder strengthening.
Yeah. So we'll take it ear by ear and see who comes on. All right. So it's been 5 minutes. We are going to get started here. Mark, I have a question. Are you going to be practicing with us?
Are you gonna be physical today?
Are you going to be physical today?
Are we gonna get physical together, Mark?
Because we're thinking about adding maybe some shoulder or neck strengthening stuff.
Yeah, so get your chapstick.
Get your chapstick. Get your water. Probably not. Well, okay, that's fine.
Mark, we just want the honesty, so we appreciate you.
At least you're supporting us. We appreciate that so much. And we miss you. I miss you.
All the time.
Yeah, you're a funny dude.
All the time.
All right, guys, let's just get started. Grab your water if you need it. We're gonna get a little physical today. So there's that. Physical, physical. Let's get physical. So we are back in the 80s, I suppose. Or it wasn't 70s. Either way, this is called trauma recovery yoga, otherwise known as total resilience yoga. So what does that mean for us? It means that everybody experiences trauma, of course, whether it's throughout your life, throughout your childhood, or events that happen even in adulthood. And it's going to continue to happen because that's just how life goes. But our ability to bounce back, our ability to adapt, our ability to be resilient is what makes the biggest difference. So That's what we're practicing today, and that's why we do these things. There's 3 things involved with Tri Yoga that are very important. One of them, they're all about self-regulation, really, but the first one is self-regulation sequence, which has to do with, we're going to go through it later, of course, but it has to do with noticing your environment, centering yourself, and using your breath to come back to your body or get out of your thoughts and center yourself. And and scientifically, it's going to calm down the nervous system and open up more space for you to actually do some work, recover, do some neurogenesis, rewiring some things. It's very important to be in a certain state before trying to attempt to do any of that. The second thing is using mindful movements, and that could be anywhere from yoga, tai chi, intuitive lifting, Pilates. The biggest thing that is important for mindful movements is syncing up the breath with the movement, and the second most important thing is listening to your body and doing what your body is asking of you rather than forcing it to do something it's not asking for. Both have their place in your recovery and in your strengthening or workout program, but the most relaxing and best way to kind of integrate the neurology and the physics of it is to do so in a way where you're listening to your body and giving it exactly what it needs. The third part is using affirmations. So during our movements, we always either say out loud or think certain affirmations. They are I am statements. The reason why we do this is because when you sync up a movement with an intentional breath, with an intentional statement or belief, you are integrating all of those into your body, and you're physically replacing trapped emotions, trapped beliefs, trapped thought habits with these more positive affirmations, statements. And if you can do that, then that is what you're going to attract in your life. What you emit is what you attract. So if we can replace those more negative aspects with more positive ones, that is a good way to heal and a good way to recover and to assist any other recovery practices that you may be participating in. So, as we move forward, just remember, be, do, or imagine. If there's anything here that you do not feel like doing, no problem. Your yoga, your choice. We have the power of choice at all times. However, if you do decide to either take a break or not participate, what you can do is focus on breath. You can focus on a breath exercise, or you can just simply bring attention to your breath and ask yourself, am I breathing in or am I breathing out? If that's a little bit bothersome or annoying, doesn't work for you, you could always focus on my voice. I or myself or Leon will be talking pretty much the whole time, leading you through, and that is also a great way to reduce the chatter of the mind. Third thing is, if none of that works for you, at the very least, I'd like you to imagine and visualize that you are doing what we are asking of you, these movements or these breaths, whatever it is. Visualization is a huge, huge assistance to neuro recovery, neuroplasticity, and the rewiring of everything. So that is the most important part here. Find a comfortable chair if you're already in it. If you are comfortable enough or able to, please scoot up to the front. If not, if you need some extra support, laying back in your chair is completely fine. Whatever works for you. Find your space today, whether you want to do a little challenge or whether you want to do something a little bit more relaxing. That's completely up to you. Starting here, with our arms and our hands in our lap or in our chair, wherever works for you, that's where you should be. You can either be looking up around the room, or you could be looking down onto the floor. As you find yourself in your space here, I want you to become oriented and look around. Notice perhaps 4 textures, 4 colors, 4 things in your general vicinity that remind you where you are. Bringing you back into your space, into your orientation. Right now I can see a beautiful silhouette of that tree outside that's being blown by the wind. I can see some shiny metal trim, some shiny metal parts on the table and chair, the dumbbell. I see a grainy, like linoleum floor. I see the color gray and white. I see a little bit of red. The texture of the skin or the texture of the clothes or the shoes. Just becoming aware of where you are, noticing, acknowledging, and we're going to say to ourselves right here in this moment, either out loud or in your head, I am safe, I am present, and I am well. We're going to say that again. I am safe, I am present, and I am well. All right. And now that we've taken note of where we are in our space, knowing that we're here, we're present, and we're safe, we're going to try to bring our attention now to the contact that we're making with the ground, with ourselves, with the chair. Wherever you are, notice if you can feel or imagine or visualize any heat going on between your hands and perhaps your legs or your knees, any contact going on between your feet or the floor, or any contact going on between the seat of your bum and the chair you're sitting in. Just notice that space, notice the heat, notice the contact. Notice how you're supported by both your chair, your body, and the earth beneath you. Here we can say to ourselves either out loud or in our heads, I am grounded, I am rooted, and I am supported. We're going to say that again. I am grounded, I am rooted, and I am supported. Now that we're nice and grounded in our space, we've gotten a good hold of where we are, feeling safe, feeling connected, we're going to go ahead and find our center, our heat, our core. Take a deep breath in, let it all hang out, and as you breathe out, squeeze your belly to your spine, bring your navel in, perhaps squeeze your pelvic floor. Find that center, that heat. I'd like you to imagine a fire going on there. A nice fire in the middle of the body, where you are grounded. Send a message to the body. Here we're going to say to ourselves, I am present, I am peaceful, and I am centered. Anytime throughout your practice or throughout life where you might feel like you've got some pecking thoughts, chatter of the mind, any of that going on, your mind is going down a dark alley, imagine that center, that fire, burning and drawing in any of those thoughts that are happening all the way up here, just bringing them down to your center, like an incinerator, like a fireplace, and just burning them away, taking care of them for you. And now you no longer need to worry about them. Just acknowledge and let it go. Here we'll say to ourselves once again, I am present, I am peaceful, and I am centered. And now we're going to bring some attention to the breath, following it. Have you been breathing in? Have you been breathing out? Ask yourself this question as you take note, as you feel the coolness going down your throat, or in the nasal cavity, or in the chest. Just noticing, just following, releasing any tension you might feel behind the eyebrows and the eyes, letting the eyes fall back into their sockets, noticing how supported they are. No need to make a fist, no need to point a finger, no need to bunch the nose or the eyes. Notice how the body believes you as you tell it to settle down a little bit. Throughout your practice here, just ask yourself, am I breathing in? Am I breathing out? You can practice the 3-part breath, where you breathe all the way in, starting now for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4. And completely sigh out. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do that 3 more times. Big belly, big breath in, starting at the belly, all the way up to the chest. Feel it in the throat, feel it in the collarbone, behind the eyes. Give yourself a nice big smile. And now just let it all go. Sigh it out, make a noise if you need to. Just deepening the breath here. 2 more times. Deep breath in, starting with the belly, up to the chest, the throat, the eyes. Smile. Thank you. And exhale, let it all out. One more time, you can either follow the 4 count or at your own pace. Deep breaths. Breathe with your whole body. Sigh it out as you let go. Try to keep that as we practice moving forward. We're going to say to ourselves here, I am present, I am safe, I am peaceful. I am present, I am safe, I am peaceful. Now on your next breath in, I want you to go ahead and let your right ear fall down to your right shoulder. Don't bring the shoulder to the ear. Instead, bring the ear to the shoulder. Feel a nice stretch on the left side. For however long you need, on your next exhale, go ahead and roll back, letting the left ear come down to the left shoulder. We're doing neck rolls here. Make sure to synchronize your breath with the movement. As you breathe in, bringing the right ear to the right shoulder. As you breathe out, left ear to the left shoulder. However fast, however slow, be gentle with your body, with your neck. We're just warming up here. Nice big circles. From the top of your head, imagine there's a flashlight, like a bat signal at the crown of your head, waving around as you make these circles. You can incorporate the torso if you'd like. Here we're going to say to the world, I am seen, I am heard, I am present. No shame. Be who I am here today. Now on your next breath in, wherever you are, just meet me up here in the middle. Listening to the body, giving it exactly what it needs. Try to lengthen a little bit. Straighten the spine, stack like a ladder. On your next breath in, we're going to reverse it, going the other way. Letting the left ear come down to the left shoulder. Not the shoulder to the ear to shoulder. Feel a nice stretch in the right side of the body, right side of the neck. As you exhale, let the head come down. And just move your head counterclockwise. Breathing out as you go down, breathing in as you come up. Synchronizing the breath with the movement really allows you to be intentional and have focus. That's what mindful movement is all about. Whatever pace works for you today, that's good. Incorporate the torso if you'd like. If not, just keep getting a nice stretch in the neck. And as you come up, sigh it out as you come down. Once again, imagine that bat signal at the crown of your head, waving around, letting the world know I'm here. I'm seen, I'm safe, I'm present, and I have something to say perhaps. On your next breath in, just meet me up here in the middle. Elongate your spine as we come together here. On your next breath in, we're going to bring our arms up overhead. They could be either overhead, out in your face, or in your lap, however works for you. I'm going to bring them up overhead today. Now you have options here as usual. Oops, yes, thank you. You have options here as usual. On your next deep breath out, I'd like you to either bring the right hand down to the right chair, to the right knee, or if you'd like an active stretch, you can bring it out just to the side here. On your next exhale, like the hands on a clock, I want you to rotate, lean towards the right. Every second of your life, every minute counts. Power of now. You can make this passive, you can make this active, whatever works for you. Just feel a nice stretch on the left side of the body. Perhaps tightening the right to continue to get more space on the left side. On your next inhale, come back up, both arms up. Beautiful. On your next exhale, just do the other side. Bringing the left arm down. Elongate as you breathe in, and then lean left as you breathe out. Open up the chest here. Don't let your chest come down. Maybe look up a little bit. Active on the left side, stretching on the right side. Like your right armpit is going to touch the ceiling. On your next inhale, meet me up in the middle with both arms up. Elongate. Breathe out as you let both arms come down, nice and relaxed. Here we're going to say to ourselves, I am balanced, I am flexible, and I am rooted. We'll say that again. I am balanced, I am flexible, and I am rooted. Now we're going to do some twists, a little bit more active as well. Both arms up as you breathe in. On your next exhale, I'd like you to bring your left hand down to your right shoulder. And with the right hand, you can either keep it on the chair, you could either keep it on your lap, or you could hook onto the arm, the handle behind you, or the chair behind you, whatever works. As passive or as active as you like. If this is a little too much, no shame at all, and keeping your torso straight, and just turning the shoulders and the neck. Elongate as you breathe in. One more time, breathe in, open up the chest. Shoulders behind you, crown of the head to the ceiling, tuck the chin just a little bit. As you exhale, turn, look behind you. Imagine that you're looking behind your right shoulder. It starts with the eyes, and then the rest of the body will follow. A few more breaths here at your own pace. Elongate as you breathe in. Stay where you are, or push a little bit more as you breathe out. If you feel any crackle or pops, totally natural. It's old information, old gas leaving the body. Not needed. Don't worry about it. On your next inhale, meet me here in the center. Be gentle. Move slowly. Take a deep breath in and out here in the middle. You can move around if you'd like, just to recenter the spine. Next inhale, arms up one more time. We're just gonna do the complete opposite. Right hand down to the left knee or chair, whatever works for you. As you exhale, bring that left hand down either to the chair, the thigh, the arm handle behind you, or the seat behind you. As you inhale, lengthen, open up the chest, bring the shoulders back, engage the back a little bit. Tuck your chin and let the crown of the head reach towards the top of the ceiling, the roof of the house. As you exhale, twist a little deeper if that is your practice today. Start by looking behind you, looking behind the left shoulder. Tuck that chin as you inhale, twist as you exhale. Maybe notice the differences in the body. That's totally normal for one side to be different than the other. Don't be bothered by it. Just acknowledge and understand it's something to work toward. It doesn't have to happen today. Another deep breath in here. Elongate. Deepen the twist if you'd like. On the next inhale, meet me in the center. Shake it out if you need to. Do a little pressure relief to realign the spine. Here we're going to say to ourselves, loud and proud, I am flexible, I am clean, and I am stable. I am flexible, I am clean, and I am stable. Those twists are great detox. So anytime that you feel that you need to wring out the kidneys a little bit, go ahead and do a twist, either on the floor, in a chair, whatever works for you. Next inhale, arms all the way up. As you exhale, go ahead and bring that right arm under the left. You can bind on the palms, or you can just give yourself a big old hug. Whatever works for you today, however mobile you are, that's where you should be. If you're binding in the palms, I want you to go ahead and lift the elbows toward your face And then move the palms away from your face, toward the front of the wall, toward the front wall in front of you. That's going to go ahead and open up your scaps a little bit more, creating more space behind the heart, upper mid-back. One or two more deep breaths here. Imagine as you breathe in, the air that you're allowing into your body is actually moving toward the back of your heart and creating more space. Push deeper into the stretch if you'd like as you breathe out. If not, you are exactly where you should be. One or two more breaths. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and unbind on your inhale. Slowly be gentle with those shoulders. Open up once more. Shake it all out if you need. One more inhale. We're just going to reverse it. Arms up. As you exhale, left arm under the right arm. Hook the elbows, hook the palms. If not, hug yourself. Give yourself some love today. If you're binding with the palms, go ahead and lift the elbows. And go ahead and move those palms away from the face toward the front of the wall. Keep breathing here. Be easy, be gentle. Let the breath navigate towards the back of your shoulders, the back of your heart, creating more space as you breathe in and out. Deep breaths. Perhaps one side is different than the other. That's natural, that's normal. Just notice. Another deep breath or two here. As active or as passive as your body tells you it needs. On your next breath, slowly, gently, and lovingly unbind the arms, spread them out, maybe shake. Good. Here we're going to say to ourselves, I am powerful, I am loving, and I'm strong. We're going to say that one more time. I am powerful, I am loving, and I am strong. Next up, we're going to bring our arms up as we breathe in. And as you breathe out, just let them come down. Open arms, like you're going to give someone a hug. Maybe palms up. Perhaps let your head hang back a little bit, opening up the front of the neck. Giving you a nice stretch there. Nice stretch in your ventral vagus nerve as well. It's really good for your parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system, for your vagus tone. Notice how good and how vulnerable this position can be. Sometimes we feel pressure to be defensive all the time, not to be vulnerable, to put up a wall. That's natural, we want to save ourselves, but really it takes courage to be who you are, to be vulnerable, to surrender. Here we're going to say to ourselves, I am free, I am forgiving, and I am loving. One more time, I am free, I am forgiving, and I am willing to receive. On your next deep inhale, slowly and gently come back, flexing the front of the body up to neutral. Shake it out, move the neck if you'd like. Whatever movements you want to do here, go for it. Listen to your body. That deep intuition we were all born with is very important. It's like a navigational system. Now we're going to do balloon. Arms up as you take a deep breath in. We're going to be here for just a minute, so get comfortable. Your arms could be up and overhead, they can be in front of you, or they can be in your lap. Wherever they are today, get comfortable. Between your hands here, I want you to imagine a huge, huge, massive balloon, biggest you've ever seen. And it's your favorite color, or whatever color you like, makes you smile. or whatever color grabs your attention. It could be metallic, it could be gold, it could be rainbow, it could be iridescent, it could be holographic, it could be see-through, it could be black, it could be white, whatever color. We're going to pull out a big Sharpie on that big reflective balloon with that greasy Sharpie. We're going to write down in big letters one thing we know we don't need anymore. It could be a feeling, it could be an emotion, it could be an event, it could be a worry, it could be from the past, from the future, from the present, it could be a scribble. If that's how you're feeling and you know you don't need it anymore. Whatever that thing is, you're ready to let go, we're going to write it down. Big letters, big scribble, whatever it is on that big balloon. Take a big, deep inhale as you bring that balloon all the way up to the sky. And then as you exhale, just drop those arms lovingly as you watch that balloon float away into the atmosphere, piercing through the clouds, getting further and further away, disappearing as you let go. No longer needed. You don't even have to worry about it anymore. It's gone. Here we're going to say to ourselves, I am ready, I'm forgiving, and I'm at ease. We're going to say that again, I am forgiving, I am ready, and I am at ease. Take a deep breath if you need, shake it out if you need. Sometimes releasing emotions takes a lot of work and energy, whether we know it or not. So it's okay if you feel a little bit weird after doing this kind of stuff. Just roll with it. It's natural. Next up, we're going to bring our arms up again. And like I said, we're going to be here for just a sec. So get comfortable, arms up overhead, or in front of you, or in your lap. Still, we're going to imagine that big balloon, biggest, even bigger than before. Even bigger than before. And it's going to be whatever color you want. It could be a shiny color, it could be a dull color, it could be more than one, whatever it is that you love. Big balloon. We're going to pull out that same Sharpie, that greasy, black, shiny marker. On that balloon, we're going to write down instead this time one thing that we know we want, or we know serves us, or we know we need, or maybe a wish or a desire for yourself or for anyone else, or for the whole world or planet, whatever it is that you'd like to see in this world, for yourself or for others, you're going to write down on that big balloon. It could even be an image or a picture or a feeling, whatever it is. Dream big. Let's challenge ourselves today. Let's dream even bigger than what we think is possible for us. No holds barred? No holds barred. We're going to write on that big balloon. Dream big. Get grand. We're going to write it down, big letters, imagine it, see it, visualize it as you take a deep breath in. Bring that balloon all the way up to the sky. And as you exhale, just let your arms go. And let it go like a wish, like you do on your birthday, or when you see like that daffodil flower kind of thing. Watch it float away, pierce through the clouds, disappearing into the atmosphere. Not because it isn't possible, but only because it's already taken care of. We have the support, we have it all, we just have to allow it into our lives. It's already done for us. And here we're going to say to ourselves, I am enough, I am worthy, and I am inspired. Let's say it one more time. I am enough, I am worthy, and I am inspired. All right, guys, shake it out if you need to. Releasing emotions, like I said before, it's a lot of hard work. Don't sleep on it, okay? So, now that we've got a little bit more active mind, we've been thinking about things a little bit more, we're gonna move into a more active area with our bodies. And Leon is the best at that. He is really, really good at challenging the body beyond its boundaries, beyond its limits, beyond what the mind thinks it can do. So we're gonna let him go at it.
Also, I'm just what we have. So let's get started with the core workout. So we're gonna start just doing some toe taps. I want you to have that hollow body feeling where you tucking in your pelvis, kind of like where you would be slouching, but with the legs lifted up slightly. Okay, so we'll keep them all lifted up a little bit.
Should I sit at the edge of the chair?
Yeah, you're gonna be sitting
Okay.
towards the edge of the chair. So you're
Cool.
gonna lean back just a little bit. Try not to have your back against the rest unless you need it. Lift up the legs a little bit. We're gonna straighten out one leg and then bring it back in. Straighten up the other leg, bring it back in. You can use your hands on the hand rest. It'd be harder to have your hands up or wide. Okay, straighten out. Come back in. Straighten it out. Come back in. 2 more on each side. In. Out. Again. Out. Back in. Okay. Now we're going to do toe taps where you're just lifting both up at the same time. Coming back. Pelvis tucked. Abs on tight. Lifting up. Tapping back down. Lifting them up. Tapping back down. Do 10 of these total. So that should be about 4. 5. 6. 7. If you can't do these, it's okay. You just try and flex your abdomen. 8. 9. And 10. Okay. Now we're going to do the opposite. Get a little bit of a stretch, kind of doing a pressure relief, bridging up. Try and extend out, holding the hips up. Dropping your head back. Let your shoulders open up wide. Keep your glutes squeezed, hips up as high as you can get them. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back down. Okay, now this time, back to it again. The circuit, we're going to be double tapping both sides. Going over, imagine there's an imaginary bar that you're getting both your feet up and over. Hands out to the side again, if you can hold it. You go left, right, left, right, left. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay? Now we're going to straight legs. It's going to be the hardest one. It'll be the last one we do. 10 on each side. Coming off to the edge again. Hold your legs out straight. Point the toes. Hover. Hollow body again. Keeping the abs tight. We're going to bring each leg in one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't forget to keep breathing.
Thank you.
5. Abs tight. 6. 7.
Breathing out as you bring them in.
8. 9. 10. We're halfway there. 10 more.
Woo!
12. 13. 14. 15. 5 more. 16. 17. 18. 2 more. 19. And 20. All right. Back down and relax.
Ooh, I
Breathe
needed
for a
that.
second.
That's hard.
So a little bit
Oh,
more
good.
exercise, get the
That's
abdomen
good.
going, heating up, maybe a little bit of sweat on your back like
For
me.
sure. It's a great time also to incorporate that kind of stuff after you've relaxed your nervous system and you're giving it more space to actually integrate what you're teaching it. That's why the breathing is so important. Whew, we gotta do that more often.
Speak for yourself.
All right, guys. Major burn. So shake it off if you need to, like me. Now we're just gonna end a little bit with a nice forward fold. We're gonna relax the body. Go ahead and bring your arms up overhead as you breathe in. I want you to open up your chest, shoulders back, crown of the head to the ceiling, chin tucked just a little bit. On your next exhale, I want you to move forward and just fold like a chair. Slowly and gently, reaching forward out of your waist the whole time. Maybe even push your hips back away from your chest. You can let your arms come down if you'd like. Give yourself a hug or use the floor to support you. Whatever works well for you. Try to continue to breathe deeply here, allowing your chest to fall into your thighs. Take a moment to thank yourself and love yourself for showing up. Every second counts. 1 or 2 breaths here. Just taking a moment to relax, to release any tension. Now, getting ready to come back up. On your next inhale, I want to roll up. I want you to roll up starting with your coccyx, your sacrum, your lower back, your middle back, your upper back, and your head very, very last. Imagining that you just stacked 1 vertebrae on top of each other, all 33 in a ladder. Nice and tall. That was an inversion. Anytime that you feel you have issues sleeping, weight too overactive in the head, do a forward fold. You can do it standing up or in your chair. It should help. And now here, coming to the end of our practice, we're going to end with a little meditation, a little guided meditation. We're going to keep it short today. Go ahead and close your eyes if you feel comfortable doing so. Come back to the breath. We just worked a little bit. Feel free to sigh it out if you need to. Don't judge yourself for how you breathe in. Just breathe whatever comes naturally. Try to slow it down now that we're here. Try to breathe with every cell of your body, providing oxygen, precious, precious. And letting it all go, dropping everything as you breathe out. Take a second here to be at peace with where you are. We're going to do a body scan in just a second. As we do so, just notice. Don't judge. Don't get angry. Just notice, acknowledge. We'll work on it. We've got plenty of time. Starting with the crown of the head, I'd like you to imagine maybe like a shining light or a document scanner. Starting at the crown of your head, releasing any tension you might have in the eyebrows. We tend to furrow them throughout the day without even noticing. Get rid of that resting bee face. Release any tension you might have in the bridge of the nose. Are you holding your eyeballs? Just let them fall into the sockets of your eyes. Supported, all in its own. Release any tension in the jaw. Allow that white light or that document scanner to process your jaw, your chin, perhaps elongate a little more. Just let it all go. Find a better, more neutral position. As that light comes down to your neck, your shoulders, your collarbone, just let them rest, let them fall a little bit forward, a little bit back, a little down. If they are forward or up against your ears, just let them hang back. Feel solid in your upper middle back. Good posture here. As we breathe in, every single cell of the body is taking in brand new, fresh oxygen. It's the fuel that we need. Now that light is traveling down to your rib cage. Just let your ribs do their thing, let them hang. Don't hold any tension. And now let that white light come down to your belly. Are you holding in your stomach? We all do it. Just let it hang. Let it be natural. Let that white light come to your hips. Release any tension there. Release any tension in the thighs and the knees. You holding any tension in the hands? Are you gripping on? Just let them relax. Let them sink into your lap a little bit more. Allow that white light to come down to your calves, releasing any tension in there as well. Allowing that white light come down to your feet. Are you clenching your feet? Just let them sink in, let them melt into the floor or your foot plate. Notice how supported you are. You don't have to hold yourself up. The world holds us for us. Supported and rooted like a tree. As we continue to deepen our breath here, as you breathe in, every single cell of your body, all at once, is receiving brand new fresh oxygen. And as you breathe out, any tension, anything is being released through the body, through the fingers, through the feet, like Spider-Man, just letting it all go. As you continue to breathe in and out, feel rooted, feel supported and grounded in your hands on your thighs, your feet on the floor. Notice here, as we're rooted into the ground, into our chair, into this earth, this planet, we are stable, but we're also flexible. We can bend side to side, but we're always rooted, always grounded, always supported. If you feel any chatter, any pecking thoughts, just let them come and let them go. Don't fight your thoughts. Don't fight the ego. Just notice and acknowledge. And thank yourself for catching it. Many times, we process so many thoughts throughout the day and emotions without even realizing what we're thinking. Like when we're driving home on autopilot and we kind of forget to acknowledge. This is our time here to take note of what we're thinking. If it's a negative thing, don't worry about it. It doesn't make you a bad person, it doesn't make you hurt or damaged, it just is natural. It's how it works. It's our job to notice and let them come and go like clouds. We don't judge the clouds for coming and going in our lives. We just let them do their thing. These negative emotions or feelings or thoughts that we get, take a moment to appreciate them and acknowledge them. Notice that it's not a bad thing to feel negatively. If we never felt negativity, we wouldn't know what we like, what we don't like, our desires, our needs, our wants. Look at emotions as a GPS, a navigational system. When you feel good, it means you're on the right track. When you feel bad, it means that whatever you were thinking about just needs a little tweaking. Just need to adjust your perception, or perhaps understand that that's not exactly what's going on. That maybe we're only seeing the smaller picture, and bigger picture is trying to let us know that that negative thought is not so bad. Or maybe it's a good challenge for us to focus and work on the muscles, the focus muscle, to be able to constantly focus on positive aspects of situations in life, regardless of what's going on in the world. Notice that this practice allows us to realize that we are not the body, we're not the mind, and we're not emotion. As we peel away every layer of ourselves like an onion, at its core, what we really truly are is perception, awareness. The eye cannot see itself, and that's truly what we are. Notice how powerful that is. Take a deep breath in and out without hurting any of the peace, tranquility, and power. Maybe you feel empowered today. If you cultivated that, just imagine that you're gathering it. Perhaps you could use your hands if you'd like. Give yourself a moment to thank yourself for having the ability and the power to create this in any situation. And then go ahead and send that power or love or kindness or peace or whatever you created today, send it out to the world. Send it out to a friend, an event, a person, whatever.
A movement.
A movement. That's a good one. A practice, a thought, a wish, a desire. That's great. And visualize it being received or being fulfilled, or even just the feeling that you feel when you give and receive and see your dreams come true. The light in me sees and honors the light in every one of you. Thank you so much for practicing today. If you guys have any questions, but I forgot to mention this is the last Mindful Mondays that we're going to do today. But if you'd like to see us continue to do this, or if you have any questions or clarification you might like, please hit me up. Head Up Driven, gotcha. All right, the light in me sees and honors the light in each and every one of you. Thank you so much for showing up for yourselves. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste eating tacos.